Bonjour Libra and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your January tarot reading. Now I hope you're all doing well and that you've had a good month so far. Just a quick reminder, I have posted the Tarot Birth Cards January readings last week, so if you've not checked yours out, I suggest you do because it may give you extra information on this reading and may complement it, or it may resonate better depending on your circumstances. Now for today's reading, I'm going to be using the Walking Meditation Tarot deck by Dani'el. Now this is a truly wonderful nature deck. I reviewed it on my channel, so if you would like to check out the artwork and find information on how to get it, I will drop you a link also in the description box below for this. So, as always, I've split my deck into three parts for the monthly reading. We have the major arcana here for the energy of the month. We have the court cards here, which is who you are advised to embody to maximize the energy, and the minor arcana to delve into your message. And as always, please remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, drop the rest. So what is the main energy for January for my Libra Aquarians, please? What do they need to hear for their highest good? So we have the Death card. Now obviously I'm going to go through the meaning of the cards in depth once they are all out. Let me put it here. What core card are they advised to embody, please? And we have the Queen of Pentacles. I can't help but notice how similar the colours are and the season is, because this is a deck that's based on the seasons, and particularly in Canada, because the author is from Canada. So I'm getting already some links between those two cards. I can see that. Anyway, I'll delve into that in a minute. Let's have a look at your messages. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, beautiful energy, and again, same type of color scheme, Six of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, so two fives, Four of Swords, and the bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying, working, you may not be aware of, we have the Eight of Wands. So I'm going to talk to you about this first. The Eight of Wands represents fast advancement, things moving forward very, very quickly. Now, because it's in the bottom of the deck, this is something you may not be aware of, but your spirit team, whoever your spirit team is, God, the universe, angels, ancestors, whoever you work with, any deities you pray to, this is indicating that they've been working very hard at making things line up for you and things are moving on. Now you may be receiving some messages, some emails, some news, or someone may come to you, or you may suddenly move. Either way, the Eight of Wands is a card of fast movement. So if you're feeling right now that things are not moving, this is just an impression, because with this card here, this is talking about movement. Now, in your annual read, the card that came out for you for January was the Nine of Wands. And now we have the Death card. So the Nine of Wands, and obviously I'm going to leave you a card here if you've not seen your annual reading, because I suggest you look at it because it gives you the overall energy of the year and month by month, which is important. Now if YouTube doesn't play ball and it doesn't come here, it'll be in the description box below too. So the Nine of Wands is the card of one more push, just one more effort, one more hurdle. Even though you're feeling exhausted and you're tired, this is the card that talks about you just need to persevere just one more time, a little bit more. And when I read it with the Death card, I can see why, because Death is a very transformative energy. This is saying that something is going to close, or you're going to drop a burden, you're going to get to the Ten of Wands, if you see my meaning. And from this, from having dropped your burden, or from something finishing, from closing that door, you're going to be able to start something new, something that's going to be so much better for you. That's why it's often referred to as the Phoenix Rising card, because out of the ashes, you will be reborn and even better. So whether we are turning our back on a relationship, or turning our back on a career, or we are relocating, whatever the case may be, this is a deep transformation, like cleansing, which is always nice to have in January. You know, you've closed 2022 and now cleansing, brand new beginning in January. I like this energy for the beginning of the year. And this is with the Queen of Pentacles, and I did notice the similarities I was telling you about the seasons, because it looks like autumn, which is when we harvest. And the Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. This is very much about pragmatism, practicality, and this suit refers to the 3D realm, whether this is home life, because you are unemployed, or you are retired, you're a homemaker, you're in education, whatever the case may be, or it's to do with your work life and everything that comes from that, you know, your job, your financial assets, your career's prospect, all of that. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, Queens represents patience and understanding in the tarot. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who knows how to grow her coins. She or he, it's an energy, they know how to be prosperous and abundant in the 3D world. So they know, you know, how to invest their money, how to earn more, or how to establish a well-functioning household. If you are a homemaker, you get my meaning. This is a nurturing energy as well. Someone who's very pragmatic, someone who sees things for what they are. There is a lot of nurturing I'm getting today from this card. So you're advised to embody this kind of energy. They're saying having your head firmly screwed on your shoulders. That's a message for someone out there. Because this is a deep transformation occurring, and the Queen of Pentacles would not be unsettled by this, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is grounded. And if you do not feel grounded, I strongly suggest that you check out meditations on how to rebalance your root chakra, which is your center of sense of safety, security in the world, and also of your instincts. But for this is what I'm talking about. So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very grounded, doesn't get fazed by much, because they know how to be safe in the physical realm. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So I see the Five of Cups represents a challenge that's emotional or disruption. So this could range from being disappointed to having regrets to feeling sad. Obviously take what resonates. I don't know where you're at in your life, but the Five of Cups tells me that there is an emotional challenge. And it's funny, because funny by that I mean strange, not funny, haha. It's strange because it's linked to the Nine of Pentacles, which is a beautiful energy, because the Nine of Pentacles represents prosperity and abundance and a sense of confidence, because you got there through your own hard work. You know, you understand the value of investing your time, effort and energy into something, of patiently waiting for your skills to develop. So whether you have applied yourself in a relationship or in your career or in a business that you tried to build, there's been some kind of sadness and disappointment to do with that, which is why the Death card is here. It's a, you know, the end of something, because you have that Nine of Wands, as I was telling you in January. You have that Nine of Wands in your reading, which is about having invested so much of yourself, having put so much of your passion and effort into something, and being exhausted and burdened. So from this situation, you have the Five of Wands and the Six of Swords. another 5, another challenging energy, but with the fire energy of the wands. This is more to do with either competitions at work or conflict, and it can be conflict with others or an internal conflict, but you have learned the lessons. And I'm getting the energy of more internal conflict, as in, you know, you've tried so hard at this relationship, at this career, at this job, whatever the case may be, that it's very hard for you to accept that this is the end. But with the Six of Swords being here, this is saying that actually you've learned the lessons, the experience that you've gained is immense, and you're now looking, or you will be able to look at the future in a much more optimistic way, because you have learned valuable lessons from it, despite the fact that it has been uncomfortable, and you know, you may have been hurt, is what I'm saying, because and it doesn't have to be a relationship that goes wrong to be hurt. You can be hurt by the fact that your career didn't take off, or that your business didn't work out, or that you moved from one town to another and it just didn't work out for you. Take what resonates. But there have been some very valuable lessons learned from that, and so whether you're still dealing with the feelings of internal conflict, the message is very clear that you need to put these behind, because there is a period of healing and growth coming your way with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So the three, energy of expansion, evolution and growth. This is what I was telling you about. When death occurs and something finishes, or a door closes, then you've got like those little mushrooms growing. Something else grows out of even the most austere grounds, which means that no matter how dreary this has looked with the Five of Cups, no matter how disappointed you have been or how much regret you have, please rest assured that something even better is going to grow out of it, which is what this Three of Pentacles represents. If it's for work, this is people noticing your good work or your diligence, and obviously with that, new doors open. If this is to do with a relationship, this is you growing. I want to say to you, this is you like gaining your independence or detachment from this pain that you have experienced. Because with the Four of Swords underneath, the Four of Swords is taking the time out to heal. It's taking the time out to rest, think things over. And whilst you do that, in that period of even maybe isolation, I'm getting today, like not socializing much, because you need this time for yourself, where you go inwards, and maybe even self-care is what I'm hearing. During this time, things are going to grow. I told you with the Eight of Wands that your spirit team is making things happen and lining things up. And so it really is important that you embrace the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, of being very grounded. As I said to you, look up meditation to rebalance your root chakra. This will help you greatly. And that you nurture yourself, that you practice self-care, self-love, and give yourself the time to heal from this Five of Cups energy, which has been, difficult with the Nine of Wands, as well as I've explained, because things are going to look up. There's a period of healing, of rest, where things are growing in the right direction for you. Whether it is you rebuilding yourself, whether it is people noticing your good work, your good attitude, whatever the case may be, things are growing in the right direction, and you will notice it towards the end of the month. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm so grateful you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a truly restful and transforming month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.